Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Hey, y'all. Y'all come in. Good morning, Diamond. Yeah, so I did a little research this morning, and a few people, they have come out with the pictures and the names. And these are all the alleged, because we want to make sure we say alleged. The alleged people who may have unalived Nolan. These are his so-called friends. That's Warren. Everybody wanted to know who Warren was. Hey, Proverbs. Hey, babes. Everybody wanted to know who Warren was. Now we see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all come in and tap the screen. Good day. Good Saturday morning. I just wanted to come and give y'all a little update for about an hour or so. I got a video for y'all of someone who used to be a judge in Mississippi, in that county. And he said some interesting things. He said some things like, in most cases, 99% of the time, these people would have been arrested and questioned. They haven't been either. So it's a little suspicious. He's a retired judge now. I'm eating my breakfast, so. Yep. But good morning to everybody if you are coming in. Y'all know I gotta get my protein, get my strength. Good morning, Miss Vanessa. Good morning. You said only one name of American. These people really think they own America. Oh, well, listen, friend. I don't know. They do. Apparently, they think they gonna get away with this And somebody finna have to be questioned. Like, we trying to figure out why you had his keys, but you didn't know you had his keys and his phone, and you didn't know where he was at. Man, I call bullshit. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Lady Slay. Everybody, make sure y'all hit y'all daily heart meet when you come in. You said how they had their keys. Oh, yeah. So apparently Warren they had to, they picked his phone up from somebody's house. If I'm not mistaken, well, let me take that back. Now, Warren didn't have the phone. I know he had the keys. He spent the night at one of their houses. I'm thinking it was Warren's house because that's where his car was at. Dad went over there. Dad and his family members went over there, and the cousins and stuff was ready to handle up on their little asses. They was ready to put them paws on them. You hear me? But Daddy was like, "No, I just want to come get my son's stuff." And Warren here lied and said that he didn't know where his keys was, but he did. He ended up giving the daddy the keys, and it was just a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of I'm sorry, it's a whole bunch of discrepancies in what they've been saying and how they've been saying, and the fact that they got a lawyer and they are not talking. But these are the guys, these are the people. And so from what I hear, as a content creator, we have already kind of put Nolan's name out there, right? We got Nolan's name out there. He's national news at this point. For some reason, they're trying to sketch these people off the internet, right? We need to know who are the people who were involved, okay? And these were all the people who were involved, okay? These were all the people who were involved. Now, as far as his friends and that were there when this situation happened, right? Now, if everybody was involved in his death, may have, we don't know. But these are his so-called friends that he spent the night with that night and didn't come home the next day. You said, did he go to school with the same, like, he went to school without, well, he went to high school with them. He wasn't in college with them. He was a freshman in college. He was not, and so these are his high school buddies. Right. Because y'all already know if it was anybody else, them people would have been questioned or in jail. Point blank, period. It wouldn't have been no, hey, Monty. It wouldn't have been no ifs, ands, and buts about it. But these are the young men that allegedly were involved with so it would have we will be sitting here with 3 black men up here that will be in jail. They will automatically be in jail. And everybody that's trying to make an excuse for this, or that is trying to, hey, beautiful, hey, Sunshine, shout out to Sunshine. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you so much, beautiful. You're amazing. Keep doing what the hell you doing, baby. And I always got you. You know that. I need you to know that. Thank you so much. It is too many cases coming out. I'm just wanting to prepare y'all. I got 2 more cases that I'm finna be talking about. Angelique, the little 11-year-old baby, she drowned on July the 1st. We have another baby that drowned on July the 4th that was around. He was the only black person there as well. His name was Dion Walton from Cummings, Alabama. They watched him. They watched him. They was at a friend's house at a lake. Oh, baby, y'all ain't telling me. Y'all ain't telling me shit. Y'all ain't telling me shit. See, I ain't made the video yet. But soon as I'm gonna give y'all an hour. Soon as I get off of here, you can look it up. Ain't nobody really talking about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and bust it wide open because, and the family is saying that they may think it's just an accident. But my thing is this: when you listen to the people's statement, the man say that the boys turned around when they seen him struggling. They was still acting like he was just that. That's my thing. Like, and then they like, oh, he was a mediocre swimmer. That don't mean nothing from how y'all. Why did it take y'all at least 2 to 3 minutes, 5 minutes to get in the water to help him? That's the bogus ass shit that I'm talking about right there. Like the same thing that your grandma talking about in her basement, sir. If I got any mods in here, go ahead and activate. Y'all can go and get Lakeshore up out of here. We gonna be having trolls and people coming in, y'all. Y'all already know they don't want me to talk about this. So this is what I need for y'all to do. Y'all gotta protect the host. Protect the live. Like the live. Give the little roses. We got a little gift goal up here. Pick anyone. Thank you, Lady Slay. Pick anyone that you want to give. Let's get the live active. We got 122 people in here. Welcome in, everybody. What we got on the screen right now are the alleged people with names and faces. Okay? I'm going to play you guys a video of a judge that he is a retired judge from that county, and he's going to tell you the procedures that should go when a case like this happens, to kind of give you some insight on how this is being played. And of course, people are going to try to spin the narrative that, you know, he just stayed there. The parents have respectfully not said anything until yesterday. And for who was that, Warren's mama or stepmama, to come out and say what the fuck she said is out of line. And I hope that she gets disbarred. I hope that she loses her job, because she is, as a judge, is not supposed to be commenting on any motherfucking thing. Yes, the stepmama. She's his stepmom. She's not his real mom. She's not his real mom. She's his stepmom. I know a lot of people are saying that. I just want to clarify that over here. I want to make sure I'm telling y'all the truth. No, it's his stepmama. We don't know where mama is, but she been in his life for a long time. But see, as a judge and your stepson being involved in it, she shouldn't have had nothing to fucking say, because you wasn't there. Now, all of them is guilty. They all guilty. They all guilty because they all were supposed to be his friend at the end of the day. That's the sad part about it. People want to always say y'all bringing up color, but we bringing up friendship right now. And it's sad. It's sad that y'all are choosing y'all color over friendship. That's what's happening right now. Because if it was friendship, like you said it was, you'd have been there. You'd have been supporting. You'd have been standing right beside them people when they doing press conferences. You would have been right there. You would have been cooperating. You would have had these boys cooperating. But you know it's some foul shit going on. And you don't give a fuck. You don't care. You don't care. And that's messed up. Y'all tap the screen. It's 150 people here, guys. We only got 11K likes. We can do better than that. We can do better than that, okay? Okay, so if you're not aware of the story, this is Nolan Wells. At the very, very top up here, Nolan Wells was July the 4th. He went on a boating trip to Horn Island with his friends right here. All of his friends, right? They all went on the island to have fun for the 4th of July. He was about to go back to college because he is a freshman. He was getting ready for his sophomore year in football, and he was just wanting to go out and have fun, right? So he goes on the boat with his friends. In the midst of that, some type of argument happened, and he ended up talking to some girl, but it was only for a brief moment. And somehow they're saying that he didn't leave with them. He went missing at 3 p.m., but everybody was out at the boating on the island till 7 p.m. So the issue is that they're trying to say that they haven't seen him and that they thought he went on the boat with another person. The young lady that they were speaking of came out and told everybody and the parents. She even called the parents personally and told them that she only spoke to Nolan for a few minutes because she had to leave. And she went on. She said that Nolan went back with his friends on the boat. Okay. Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Joe, just chilling. Hey, nephew. Hey, niece. That right. And what happened then after that, his phone was found by his mother's friend. His phone was found by his mother's friend, and they found out that his Snapchats, all of his he has 2 Snapchats, and everything in his Snap was erased. His whole Snapchat directory was was taken out, right? It was deleted messages, text messages taken out of his phone and all of that. So the parents ended up finding out that his keys and his car was at Warren's house. Dad went over to Warren's house to try to go retrieve the keys and the car. They tried to act like they didn't know where it was and all of that. Gave him a little hard time. He ended up finally calling someone that called them and told them that the keys were on the Xbox. Warren went in the house, got the keys, brought the keys back out. Now, mind you, Daddy family was ready to whoop some ass. Daddy family, cause you done killed my little cousin. Like you done underlined my little cousin. Like, bruh, like yeah, like they was ready to go that way. Do you hear me? They was ready to go that way. Oh wow, it is. They done took over his account. So look, so that's what happened, right? No arrest has been made. The police has stated that it was ruled a drowning, and it was accidental. Okay, just meaning that he just really couldn't swim and he was just out there, all willy nilly. Right, Queen. And so yeah, that's what's going on. Thank you, guys. We got one of the goals achieved. Thank you. You said when did the ruling come out? Wednesday. Wednesday. So as of right now, thank you, Miss Pam. Thank you, Diamond, for my daily heart me. Guys, make sure you come in and hit your daily heart me. Y'all make sure y'all are reposting because we want to get these pictures out. We want to get these names out. These are all the alleged friends of Nolan Wells. Right, Amy? A lot of people don't know the names with the faces. And certain media outlets are not putting their faces out there. And I don't think that that's fair. Because if it was the other way around, you guys know that their faces would have been plastered all over the internet, all over the news. They would have been called monsters. They would have been called demon seeds. It would have been, you know. And so, yeah. So what we got to do is, what I need for you guys to do, because I'm going to play a clip of a prior judge, a judge that just retired from Mississippi County, the same county that this happened in, where they're alleging that it is some type of corruption. They're alleging that. I don't know. For the people in Mississippi County, don't go. Hey, I'm just telling you what the people's had said. That's what they said. They say that y'all don't be doing the investigations, writing things and whatever, and y'all be biased. That's what the people say. And this looks very much so like that. This looks very much so like that. And that's not fair. Because if it was one of your children, you would have us up under the jail. We would have 110 years. Excuse me. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, so that's why you need to listen to this judge, because all the stuff that lady was saying on that y'all make sure y'all hit the daily heart me when y'all come in. All that stuff that she said on that statement, she was not, as a judge, supposed to say anything. She's not supposed to be having a statement on this case as anything at all. At all. She's not supposed to. So I hope I hope like hell she gets disbarred, or whatever they call it, the breach, the whatever. They need to take her ass off the bench. She need to be debenched, whatever. Now again, if you are just now coming in, these are the young men that are so-called friends of Nolan Wells. These are some of the ones that were on the boat with him. Okay? Yeah. And what did we say? Didn't we say the glass? I'm just saying. We had called it the other day. Thank you, pretty. I'm just trying to spread. I'm trying to help spread the information. You said, did any mention a motive? Nope. They're not saying anything, y'all. They're not saying anything. And that's what's frustrating the parents. Because they're not saying anything. They're trying to make it seem like it's an accident, and they know the parents knows for a fact that you said they didn't give the dad the keys to the car. They didn't want to, but they ended up eventually giving them to him. They did. He said they eventually gave them to him. It took him to call somebody else and ask them, and then he ended up going right and getting the keys. But he wanted to, oh, when he got over there, he wanted to, Nolan was my brother. Now, how Nolan was your brother? He couldn't have been your motherfucking brother. He couldn't have been, man, on God, I would have I would have popped him dead in his mouth. My reflex would have been so hard. Do you hear me? Because ain't no way you could have told me no shit like that. And my son is gone. Bitch, my son is gone. My son laying on a cold slab right now. You funky motherfucker, you. Like, hell no. Ain't no way. You think somebody gonna accept that? And he did it with so much grace, and I just pray that he has so much mercy on the parents, not these people. Because even if they didn't do it, let's just say, because it's a narrative being thrown out there, I see. I don't know if people is getting paid to do this shit or what's going on. It's a narrative being thrown out that it was another group of YT boys. Even if it was, them your friends. Them your friends. No, Becky was a distraction. Becky wasn't even involved. Y'all putting Becky involved, and she didn't have nothing to do with it. He was just going to go talk to somebody he probably seen that he liked. He ain't seen in a while. He was like, shoot, I'm gonna shoot my shot while I'm here. I'm finna get ready to go back to college. I'm gonna shoot my shot and see if she. And that's it. That's it. He probably wasn't even over there long. No, he was not. That is an absolute lie. Please don't spread that rumor. That's an absolute lie. Guys, we got almost 200 people in the chat and we only have 30K likes. Let's try to get up to at least 60K likes really quick. If everybody helps tap the screen, I really would appreciate it. I'm going to play this video of the judge. Hold on.
Mississippi, but I served for 4 years. I'm Judge Carlos Moore. I'm a retired municipal judge out of Mississippi. I served for 6.5 years on the bench in not only Clarksdale, Mississippi, but I served for 4 years on the bench in Grenada, Mississippi. So come on in, invite your friends, invite your family, invite your relatives. If you want to hear a real person's experience, with experience as a judge in Mississippi, opinion about whether or not there should be an immediate arrest or arrest of those suspected of foul play in relation to the death of Nolan Wells off the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Come on in and hear from the horse's mouth. Someone who had the authority to sign not only search warrants, but arrest warrants. Someone who presided over initial appearances, arraignments, and preliminary hearings for those accused of murder and other heinous crimes in Mississippi. I can talk now that I am a retired judge. Had I still been sitting as an active judge, I could not give you my opinion about an ongoing matter. But now I'm a retired judge.
Did you hear what he said? He said, now that I'm a retired judge, I can give you my opinion on an ongoing matter. Did you hear? Hold on, get this off. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Now he said, now I can give a. So she's a judge. She's not supposed to be commenting on shit, especially nothing that's got something to do with her fucking stepson. That's against the law. Now, if you're just not coming in, this is a retired judge from Mississippi, and he is telling us what the procedures usually happen. We got 392 people looking from the outside. Some of y'all come up in here. Go on, come up in here. Come tap the screen. These are all the young men that were allegedly Nolan's friends. We need to start showing their faces. We see Nolan. We know what happened to Nolan. We got Nolan's face nationally. The parents have came out, and we're still waiting on the autopsy. And and so again, the value might be a little low, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna play it for you guys. I want you guys to listen, okay? Let me turn my phone up some more for y'all. Make sure I turn my volume up so y'all can hear it, okay? But again, this is going to be a judge that is out of the county. Again, I'm spreading awareness over here. I would really appreciate y'all's support. We want to just make sure, thank you so much. I appreciate it because this is my Saturday. I'm usually spending time with my family, but I got a little time today. So this morning, so I wanted to come on and especially bring this awareness. It's not anything new that has came out just yet as far as with the autopsy and everything, because right now, unfortunately, the weather is some bad weather going on right now. Hey, Rover's daughter, good morning, good morning. It's some bad weather going on in Mississippi, apparently, or Washington, and so flights have been delayed, so they weren't able to get the body to Washington, but they are in transport trying to get the body to Washington now, and we should hear something hopefully by Monday or Tuesday on the results from the parents' private autopsy. Good morning, Brown Eyes. Good morning, Nako, Nate. Good morning. FedEx will deliver anything. Listen. So is it huge? Let me see. I can show you what Horn Island look like since you want to know. That's Horn Island. That is Horn Island. Time, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Okay, that's Horn Island. That's the exact island where you see like the little sandbar. This is a sandbar right here. This is where they were at when they like docked and where the boats and stuff were. Okay? So that's let me go back to the picture. Okay? And again, these are the young men that are alleged, and these are their names. Okay? These are their names. And what I'll do is I'll swipe the comments over. I'll swipe the comments over so you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see all of them, but Grand Rising Queen, Grand Rising. See, they locks up. So right, Ari. That's what I feel like you. And so tell me why that ain't happened to them then. You said a word, baby. You said a word, boom boom. Cause why they ain't locked? Cause why they ain't locked them up yet? I'm trying to figure out why they ain't locked them up yet. They should have been locked up. How you leave him and you say it's not an accident? Good morning, little Leo. Good morning, Geraldine. They YT. That's why. YT privilege. That's why. But see, the YT people want to try to act like that's not it. Some of them, not all of them. You got some YT people on here that know. Like, yeah, that's some shit. This some bullshit. This is some blatant bullshit right here. Good morning, Terry. Good morning. Listen, everybody that's coming in, please, y'all hit the Daily Heart Me. Tap the screen. We got some gifts up here. Y'all, let's be active with the live. I made sure I made the gifts small, but whatever gifts y'all want to get to support the host, I need one more gift for my gift gallery. And it's a big one. I need a jet. Now, if anybody want to bless me with that jet today, I would absolutely appreciate you guys so much, okay? We are in B5 ranking. I appreciate everybody that came. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are helping me be able to get this masses out, okay? Because I need y'all support to continue to keep doing this, okay? I cannot do this without y'all support, okay? And again, I thank y'all so much for the people who've been sending me stuff. Sunshine, you are such a blessing. You listen, I absolutely love you. All the other people who are sending me stuff, y'all just give me time to get the stories out for y'all, and I'm gonna do my best. I'm only one person over here. I do everything by myself, so I'm trying to get some some new equipment and stuff and things. So just bear with me, okay, y'all. And I appreciate y'all support. Y'all have been super just supportive, and I thank y'all. You said that they can. I do. I think I don't know if all of them did it, but one of them did, and then somebody know what happened. So y'all just think they ain't got shit to do with it? Like, that's who they was at the party with. Who else would he be at a party with? I'm finna play the judge. Hold on.
I'm a practicing lawyer in Tennessee, and I reside in Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm from the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and I know the law, and I can give you my unfiltered opinion about what I believe should be occurring now or in the near future. Come on in. I have time tonight. I have time. And I'll be happy to give you my opinions, and then I will be happy to answer any questions that you may have. It's time out for playing games. It's time to know the truth from someone well versed in it, that has actual experience. I've worn the robe, the black robe, and I've presided over these trials for preliminary hearings, arraignments, and initial appearances. Let's get started. So what do we know? We know, after watching the parents' interview and reviewing tons of footage from social media, recounting interviews and statements of alleged witnesses that were on Horn Island, we know that Nolan Wells went to spend the night on July the 3rd with his so-called friends. And he went with those so-called friends to Horn Island on a boat on July the 4th. We know that out of the 4 people on that boat, 1 did not return home. That 1 person was Nolan Wells. The other 3 returned home as normal and said nothing to any member of law enforcement or to the Coast Guard until at least 11 p.m. at night on July the 4th. We know that at least one of the so-called friends was found with the phone of Nolan Wells. And we know this based on the testimony of the parents, specifically the mother, who tracked the phone and was led to the home of one of the young men where she retrieved the phone. We also know that based on the mother's testimony that Snapchat, there were no Snapchats from the day, which was very odd for her son. We also know that text messages were deleted. We know that when she was tracking the phone, Life 360 said the phone was one place, and Snapchat said it was another place. We know that the boy that had the phone did not voluntarily turn it over or call first. He had to be found through their own investigation. We know that, based on witnesses' account, the so-called friends were seen on July the 5th, that Sunday, having breakfast together like nothing had happened. They were not out there searching for their so-called friend. We know that the so-called friends deleted their social media, deactivated their accounts, and scrubbed it clean if the allegations are correct. We know that the young man that had the car at his house did not willingly turn over the keys. At first, he said that he did not have the keys. He didn't know where they were. Then he, after being pressed by the father, he finally turned over the keys. This is all very suspicious activity. We know that based on an audio recording and some video, that Nolan Wells can be heard saying, "Give me my freaking keys." Excuse me, "Give me my freaking phone." And there's been two different versions.
Okay, look, I got this picture offline, so some of the stuff might be different. So listen, this is what I need for y'all to do, okay? Because I want to be accurate over here. These are the people. They might just got the names mixed up, okay? But we know for a fact this is Warren, okay? Now, what I need for y'all to do is, because somebody sent me this picture, okay? Nobody, that video isn't Nolan. That has been debunked. First of all, we're doing a recap, ma'am. If that's what you feel like, that's fine. It doesn't matter if the video had been debunked. We know that they left him on that island, and that was the fucked up part about it. You can say that all you want to, but that ain't what the parents are saying. The parents are saying that was obviously Nolan in the fucking video. So y'all can come in here with that shit if y'all want to. Y'all tap the screen. It's 338 people in here. We should be at 100K within 5 minutes, y'all. Okay? You see how people are coming in here and trying to debunk stuff? Now, again, it might be a mix-up in the names on the pictures. If y'all want to send me the corrections in my inbox so that when I get back on here again, I can have the corrections on here. But for the most part, these are the people. Okay? And that is this is what we trying to make sure we spreading awareness. Okay? Now, I got this from someone else. They may have been wrong, but they not wrong about some of these pictures, okay? It might be a couple of them that they mixed up. Probably so. Might be. But for the most part, the main characters that was on that goddamn boat with him is them three. And they names is right. So we not going to come up in here with the nitpicking. But what I do need for y'all to do is I need to thank everybody who is following. Because again, I need you guys to tap the screen. The taps are more important than anything. I do need y'all to help out with the gift gallery because it helps push us to the For You page. We have 351. They don't want these pictures or these names out. They don't want these pictures or these names out. They don't want people talking about this. They want it to be swept up under the rug. The more that we talk about it, the more it's going to be, people are going to see it and they're going to speak up about it. If we don't say nothing, if we just sit up and just let it die down, they're going to walk free without any question. And they need to be questioned. If anything, y'all don't think that you feel like y'all don't think that they need to be questioned, at least, they ain't even been questioned. They refuse to be questioned. You said we should add the stepmom up there too. I'll do that on the next run. Since she want to comment. Since she wanna get up here and do something that she ain't supposed to do as a judge. She wasn't supposed to be up here commenting no motherfucking way on no open case. Talking about, oh, he wanted to stay there. Ma'am, you wasn't even there to even say no shit like that. So excuse me? You're a judge. You're a whole fucking judge, ma'am. You are not doing what you're supposed to. That's not what that is. This is not what that, no, that is not cool at all. They need to be questioned. They definitely need to be questioned. Like, come on. They ain't even been questioned, y'all. That's crazy. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Y'all keep tapping. We almost at 100K, y'all. If everybody taps the screen, this is how I know everybody not tapping the screen. Because it won't take any... Look, it just jumped up 200. If everybody tap the screen and go to 100 one time and get off of it, cool. Because, again, we trying to bring awareness. We want other people to see these, right? We want justice for Nolan, right? Yes, the gifts are greatly appreciated, guys. I appreciate y'all, okay? All right, I'm going to push play on the judge. This is an ex-judge from the Mississippi County. He's recapping everything, and he's telling us if he had this case in front of him, this is what he would do.
Some say he said, give me my freaking phone, or some say he said, give me my ML phone. Regardless, he was asking or demanding his phone. Someone had his phone who did not have permission to have his phone. So the first thing I see, the simplest thing I see is who had his phone and why. And was that theft of the phone? Sometimes we look at the largest case, we try to get to murder, but the person that took his phone committed a crime right there. There are witnesses to who took that phone. If an affidavit is signed, an arrest warrant could be signed by a judge in Mississippi to go after that person that had that phone unlawfully. We know, based on his own words, Nolan Wells' words while he was alive, he did not give whoever had that phone permission to have that phone. So, was that theft? I think if an affidavit is signed, if it was presented to me when I was a judge, I would have signed an arrest warrant for the person for theft of that phone, based on what I've heard. It'd have to be an affidavit format, but if it was presented to me, an affidavit format from law enforcement, I would sign the arrest warrant for, at least at this point, theft of the man's phone. We know who had it. We know who didn't report it to the family. The family had to go find it, and we know that Nolan Wells said, give it back to him, and evidently it was not given back to him. Why was that?
Thank you,
All of the
Cupcake,
other
for
things
watching.
I've stated, you piece it together. Is there enough right now for arrest warrant? That is a good question. I do know at this point there should have been search warrants signed by a judge. Evidence should have been presented to a judge by now. We are nearly 7 days after July the 4th, when he was first reported missing.
Yep.
There should have been evidence submitted by Jackson County law enforcement agents, the Sheriff's Department specifically, presented to a judge so that search warrants could be signed.
Thank y'all for 100K.
There needs to be, or should have been, someone questioning the young men, the three so-called friends, and others, and the social media accounts.
Thank you,
need to
Diva. Thank you.
Searched by now, or at least a search warrant should have been issued for the appropriate entities to give the law enforcement access to the social media information. That should have been done by now. I'm not telling you what I imagine. I'm telling you what the process usually is when you're trying to do a thorough investigation. And And based on what's revealed from a thorough investigation, I do believe once the evidence is secured, it's going to lead, and it should lead, to the arrest of one or more individuals for the murder of Nolan Wells.
Grand Rising.
All of the actions
Thank you forever,
are
Fee.
very suspicious, and right now they
Lock
lead
'em up,
one to
Jerry.
believe that one or more persons could have been involved with the death of Nolan Wells.
Y'all,
Right
these
now
are
we have a lot of unsworn testimony,
Tap the screen.
but once that is put into affidavit format,
No problem.
and there is corroborating evidence through social media, computers, or otherwise, I believe that at that point there will be enough evidence for a judge to sign an arrest warrant. I think critical evidence is missing right now
Thank y'all for tapping.
are the results of the autopsy, the state's autopsy, and the independent autopsy. That's going to be critical information. And that alone, or that in...
For the people who want to know where this video is actually on Facebook. His name is Carlos Moore. He is an attorney now. He's an attorney. Of course, he was an attorney before he became a judge. But he has been a judge for Mississippi County. And yes, he is a great attorney. So guys, make sure y'all go over to Facebook, once we get done to listen to that and show support to that, because he gave out some really, really, really good information, y'all, on that. So and I appreciate y'all. I just want to say thank you to everybody in the chat who tapping. I see y'all down there. I can't say everybody's name right now because I want Mr. Moore. I want y'all to hear what Mr. Moore is saying. And listen, I see y'all thanking me. I thank y'all. Y'all can do me a favor. Listen, I need 3 things, okay? 1, I need y'all to keep tapping the screen. That's free. That's absolutely free. Just keep tapping the screen. Let's try to, the more y'all tap the screen, that's cool, okay? If you following, hit the daily heartbeat, okay? If you following, make sure you hit your daily heartbeat. These things are super free, okay? Now, the last thing, I need y'all, if you can, I need y'all to give. I really do. I need y'all to give, because this is how I get, as a content creator. I'm a full-time content creator. I only have like a little part-time on the side. I'm trying to get back in full-time, but right now, this is what I do, okay? So, if y'all can support by helping out with the goals that I put up, I'm going to make sure they're not super big, but I do got one that is big. I got one in my gift gallery. It's a jet. If somebody want to send me a jet today for me, if I would really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's it. That's all. Okay? That's all I need for y'all to do. All right? Thank you. Hey, J Beauty, for tearing up in the community. Yes. All right. So tap the screen. Daily Heart Meets. And if you guys can give and help me out with that one gift in the gift gallery, the big gift, the jet, if you can help me out with the jet, that would be wonderful, okay? That would do me something good. You say, how do you give a daily heart meet? What you do is, this is the daily heart meet up here. It's going to be like a little heart and a little join. You just push that. Once you push that, you're going to push go down and send the daily heart meet. It'll be a little white part come up, and it'll say send daily heart meet, and you push that and send the daily heart meet, okay? And that's how you do it, okay? Thank you, L. Wade, for becoming a friend. Thank you so much, Libra. Thank you for my daily heart meets. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. You said we need repetition. Yes, we do. We do need representation. We do. And so I appreciate y'all pushing so we can get this stuff out, and I appreciate everybody that's sending me the information so I can get it out to the masses. Again, they do not want us to you said, can you pin the link to the, well, it won't let me pin the link. If somebody can do it on that, I can't pin the link. Only thing I can tell you that his name is Carlos Moore, and you can go on Facebook and look him up, and it'll pop up. If you even put Nolan Wells' name in there, his video, if you scroll down enough, his video will pop up. Yes, his name is Carlos Moore. Okay. Thank you, time to pray. Thank you, Miss Phoenix. Thank you for watching my live for 100 minutes. Thank you. It's at time. I'm finna pin it for you. There you go. I pinned his name right there. There you go. You said I'm with you. Victim blaming and exhaust. Yes, this is crazy that they're blaming this baby for his death. That is absolutely insane to me. That is absolutely insane. Okay, so I'm gonna push play, and we're gonna listen some more to what he's saying. And again, if y'all can just tap the screen, engage with the live. I do gotta, again, we didn't hit one of the goals with the gift goal. We got one of them. We need 2 more gift goals that we got, and we need a jet. That's what we need. If we can get those, I would be greatly appreciated. Okay, thank y'all.
Connection with what's already known may be enough to lead to an arrest or arrest. We do know at this point, low-hanging fruit. There should be an investigation about the underage drinking, who provided the alcohol.
Come on, Carlos.
Could be immediately arrested based on if there was any sworn testimony presented to a judge. I believe a judge could immediately sign an arrest warrant for those who provided alcohol to underage individuals. There's a lot of people and a lot of potential crimes, some misdemeanors and felonies, that people could be held accountable for. Was there any boating while intoxicated? Who was the captain of the boat? And what did he allow on his boat? Drugs are still illegal in Mississippi, at least they were when I was on the bench. Drug possession, drug use, selling of drugs, dealing drugs, trafficking drugs. We've heard testimony, or allegations at least. I don't think anything's been put in affidavit format yet about rampant drug use among certain individuals. So there are a lot of things that's been alleged. Once put into the correct format, affidavit-wise, it could lead to arrest for several things, including misdemeanors and maybe even felonies. So there's a lot left to do.
Jessica. Thank you so much, babes. Thank you. Okay, Jessica rocks. SheTheBomb.com. Jessica is that girl. Jessica is that girl. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much, babes. Thank you. Did you hear what he said, y'all, about the underage drinking? See, ain't nobody talking about that part. Everybody is skimming over the fact that these was some teenage boys and they all had liquor. They all had beer. They was out there drunker than a skunk. And it was adults out there too. So ain't nobody really talking about that. That's interesting. And I understand that that's the culture, because it's quiet as it's kept. I'm in Arkansas, so that's the culture here as well. I'm not gonna now around Earth. No, we don't really we don't really partake in that like that. It might be few people that do, but we don't. You for the most part, we don't want you doing that until you turn 21 anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you know when they be going to them lakes and stuff and things, and they be going to the it be the lakes in the summertime and it be the bonfires in the wintertime. I'm just saying.
We are not rushing to judgment, but I just thought I would come on here and tell you that there definitely should be search warrants issued by now, and there could be arrest warrants for certain crimes issued by now. But for the ultimate crime of murder, it is probably wise to wait to see what the autopsy reveals, whether both autopsies reveal, and then parse that together with all the video footage, all the witnesses.
You said you see a new judge. This judge that's talking right now for the people who are just now coming in. He's a former judge from Mississippi, okay? And he was in that county. And he said if he was in that county and he seen all this happen, he stated that these are the steps that him and other people, other judges would have taken. And the fact that, hey, Miss Renee, hey, beautiful. The fact that none of this has happened, no arrest warrants, no questioning, none of that, okay? So I found this last night after I got off live, but I was too tired to get back on here, so I said I was going to bring it to y'all this morning. His name is Carlos Moore. He is on Facebook, and if you look up Nolan's Well's name, his video will pop up. I believe that, Rabbit. I'm gonna bring you up in a second. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna let him talk a few more minutes because it's some key stuff that he said up in this that I need some of the YT people who are questioning this to understand, because y'all not looking at what's going on. This is not just about, this is how y'all do stuff in color wise. Y'all do it in color wise and then get mad when we call it out and try to make it seem like, oh, you're always bringing up your color. You're always bringing up color. No, we're not. But look at the incidents that's going on right now. Now, but listen, I'm gonna tell y'all when Rabbit come up here, she's very intuitive and she's been 1 for 1 over here. So we're gonna see if she goes 2 for 2. But I'm just letting y'all know these are definitely we've kind of uncovered a few things over here. So just be mindful of what you hear. Everything is still alleged because we don't, but I do want y'all to know that this is listen to what this judge is saying and look at what's happening right now. We all know and see that if it was any other race, and not even just black, if this was a Mexican, it still would happen. It still would happen. You said not alleged, it's all facts. Well, I know in the sense of what we're talking about right now, it is all facts. But I'm saying just, once it comes out, then we're proceeded from hearsay to facts. But it's definitely something fishy going on, Christina. It is. It's absolutely something fishy going on. It's a blind man can see this. But we're going to give you some insight and some, another, I'm going to say think outside the box, because a lot of people are just on one narrow, road. Well, those were his friends. They would never do. They've been friends with him for years. And that's even worse. And people will sit up here and try to make it seem like because they have been friends for years, they would never do that to him. That is not a good reason why, because we all have had friends that have been with us for years and they done did some fucked up shit to us. We done had some family members that we done been around for our whole freaking life life and they done fucked us over and did something to us. So please, that narrative, please toss that narrative. They would never do that. They would never do that. That's some bullshit. And the way that the shit is set up is something fishy. Even the parents feeling some type of way about how they moving. Like if y'all was so concerned, why y'all didn't go to the memorial? Why y'all was out to eat while the memorial was going on? If anything, I still would have been in the house. I wouldn't even been out. I would have been in the house if I'm not gonna go. But that's my friend. That's my friend I've been knowing for years. As he told Nolan's dad when Nolan's dad walked up to the house, Nolan was my brother. I'm just so devastated. No, you couldn't be. You couldn't. You couldn't be devastated. You couldn't. You couldn't be devastated. So when the people keep saying, well, they were friends and you guys are, no, we're not doing anything. We're doing exactly what friends are. If those are your type of friends, then I don't want to be your friend, sir or ma'am. I don't want to be your friend. If that's what you feel like a friend, you gonna do no. If this y'all think that's cool and he friends and he just he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay on the island. If my drunk ass friend wanted to stay on the island, me and her gonna fight before she stay on this island. Do you hear me? I'm gonna be pulling her off the island by her braids. Do you hear me? Or her hair, whichever one. If it's Sarah, if it's my clear friend Sarah, oh bitch, you're coming. Oh, she gonna be red because I'm gonna tear her arm up. Get your ass over here. She'll be pissed off at me, but she gonna be alive. Oh, bitch, one thing about it, she gonna be alive. I'm gonna say it again. She gonna be alive. That's what friends do. This some bullshit. You not finna sit up here and try to tell me that this was like, oh, it's just some kid stuff. He just wanted to go. And this is what the judge saying. Oh, well, Nolan just wanted to go and be, he left. No, bitch. Hell no. Straight BS. Fucking bullshit.
Statements taken, any affidavits gathered, and then make a decision, get it all to a judge at that point for a judge to decide whether or not to sign a warrant for the arrest of one or more individuals. It would be very interesting to see what the autopsy shows. There's also the potential for kidnapping. It needs to be looked at whether or not they can get to murder. Was there kidnapping? Was this young man taken somewhere against his will at any point? Was there abuse of a corpse even after he died? So there's a lot of things that need to be looked at from various law enforcement perspectives. Law enforcement has to do their job and get the information to a judge in the right format before a judge can act.
So I'm gonna stop right there. Did you hear what he said? Law enforcement has to do their job before any judge can do anything, to put out a warrant, to question anything. So,
All right, hey y'all, cause hold on, cause y'all gonna hear the baby in the background. A few things. With the simple fact that Tyler Perry and Colin, what's his name, Kaepernick,
Colin Kaepernick,
yeah, is involved. They're going to have to. They're working behind the scenes to subpoena a new judge. It's gonna take a couple months, but they're going to have to subpoena a new judge and move it to another state because the whole town is in on it. Down to the police department, something about the DA, they're going to have to get another DA to come in because the police department is in on it. That's why ain't been no warrants, ain't been no arrests, nothing. When I tell you the whole town, I seen a white room, something about a white room. Mark that down. When I tell you the whole town is in on it, the whole town is in on it. Don't be surprised if the parents move out of that whole state, because they're gonna try to come for the parents. If they get on there talking about D threats, they're getting D threats as we speak. Something with the phone also. Not only did they delete Snapchat, probably Facebook, when they recover the phone and shit, a whole bunch of shit has been deleted out of that phone.
Mama. Hi.
About the body. It's like they took his body and dumped it in one area, and then they came back and got it and dumped it in another area. That's why it came up in another area. And it took 2 or 3 days. A body shouldn't take 2 or 3 days if it was just floating. They was doing something with it the whole time.
And that's what I said the other day. That's what I said yesterday.
They was like moving the body around or something. That's why they cleaned the boat. They was moving the body in the boat.
Mommy.
The parents probably gonna have to be moved to another state in protective custody because of fire. Did they burn something? Something about I just seen a vision of like a man with like short hair, and like they burning something. I don't know if it's evidence they burning clothes.
We haven't heard nothing about a fire yet, but I'll keep you posted if something come up.
When they say they scrub, like they clean scrub, they done burn something.
Yeah.
They gotta subpoena the boat, but when they subpoena for the boat, though, when I tell you the whole town is in on it, the whole town is in on it. So it's got to be outside sources to get the subpoenas to even get to the damn boat. They gonna have like a top DA. I don't know what DA is this. They gonna have to have like a top DA to come and subpoena, because the whole town, down to even if they get a different judge in the same town, the whole town is in on it, y'all.
Mommy.
Shit, at this point, the whole state, and it might be some more cases after this one that come up, because they about to uncover some more stuff that been happening over in that town about black children and black kids missing. So don't be surprised if they uncover something else after this, because the whole town been covering up shit for centuries, since the 1800s to be exact. Let me see. And
I'll put eyes.
something with yellow. I don't know. Mark that. I just seen something like yellow, not yellow tape, but something with like yellow. But yeah, so when Tyler Perry and Colin K, they work behind the scenes to get this transfer. They're gonna have to transfer this whole case.
Hey, we gonna keep an eye on that. We got it on recorded. I'm gonna do what I did last time. Put it up, and we gonna do 1 for 1. We gonna see if you gonna be 2 for 2. Cause I think that, and you not far fetched at all. You not. It's definitely I've been hearing from people that are in the city that it's the whole town. It's the whole town. And a lot of the wealthy people were out there that day. That's kind of their spot that they go to. So, and that was what that's what one of the what do you call it? The residents states.
Don't be surprised when it come out that they moved his body more than once.
Oh yeah, I can believe that. I definitely can believe that with how they found him and when they found him. Yeah. Yep. You got anything else for me? I'm gonna play because I'm gonna play. I'm finna play.
No, I'm about to go on to my spooky side and watch my ghost. But if I have anything else, I'll be over here.
Okay, boo. You know you're
And
more
we
than
and we
welcome.
and we is about to be 2 for 2. Watch what I tell you.
I already know he is. I already know. Hey, baby. Hey, boom, boom.
Child, here she go. Ow, get off my back, girl. She beat me up. Ow.
Yeah. Well, hey, well, I will see you later.
All right, yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Y'all.
Yeah, she is. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better know. Some of y'all done already been over here. The rabbit hole is the truth. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And I do a little something. I'm not, I got a little something. I'm not psychic. I can't. I can't read in the future or nothing like that, but I can definitely, I have a strong intuition and discernment about things, and this situation is absolutely not right. And the confirm that I done got from certain people, even talking to Rabbit and other people in Mississippi, yeah. Yeah, they are not going to get a fair trial in that state, because in that city they locked in, and they locked in the state too. So when you start going up into the rankings, it's because somebody knows somebody that's married to somebody that's married to so and so. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how they're able to, once the county and the can't do it right, they send it up to the state and they say, well, oh, the state didn't find anything. And that's because the state don't be finding shit. They don't be trying to find shit. All they do is just confirm what the fuck the county didn't say, so that they can get they win. That's it. That's it. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very hard. So I'm glad that they have they got that. Yeah. The lawyer is lawyering. And I know it's a lot of people. Let me tell y'all something. And I understand this, and I understand this. It's been some discrepancies. I get it. But I need y'all to let Ben do his motherfucking job. I need y'all to let Ben do what he do. Because contrary to how you feel about him, he gets the damn job done. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else raggedy asses out here trying to even do shit. You feel me? Now you gotta pay him what he weigh. Cause he got people that he working on. He got some of the best lawyers that are coming up out of law school and in the surrounding areas that work in his facilities. Do you understand what I'm saying? Has he done some things that have been questionable? Is he a little money hungry? Maybe, but he deserves it because he does what the fuck he says he gonna do. Now, has he fucked up maybe once or twice? Yes, he ain't perfect. We all ain't perfect. You got to give people a little grace and mercy. Now, but ain't no, who else is out here trying to do anything? I'll wait. Oh, okay. You just respect what's going on as a unit. And then if you want to be that person to be able to do it, then you do that. You see what I'm saying? Then you do that. I don't know. They said the boat was sank. I need to get a little bit of information on what's going on about the boat. Let me tell you, it's fucked up. They did something to that boy. They did. They absolutely did. And I feel like it's crazy that it's some people that are really on this app and on other apps that are trying to make it seem like he did this to himself, or he just drowned, or whatever the case, or it was an accident. That is crazy word. That is crazy word, bro. I don't know. I see people saying that in the chat. I can't confirm that to you, baby, if they have done that. I don't want to repeat it and say it and stuff. I can't confirm that has been done. It was an accident. It was not an accident. It was not an accident. It was not an accident. This was not an accident. The way that they did that, hid this boy keys. They couldn't find. The mama had the 360, the phone. See, that's what really got me. When I found out yesterday that mama had the 360, her own child's phone, and these motherfuckers didn't say shit to her. Nothing, Nathan. Child, that's and listen, listen to me. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm telling this to everybody. It's a lot of YT people on this app that are using black people's pictures and profiles to get on here and say some of the most disgusting shit ever. I need y'all to be mindful of that, okay? I need y'all to be mindful of that. They want to spin the narrative, okay? And I'm not going to allow that, okay? I'm not going to allow you to do that, okay? You're going to get the hell up out of here. And Red, you say accidents happen. Okay, Red, guess what? I accidentally blocked you. My bad. I'm so sorry. Ooh, I'm sorry. I accidentally blocked you. And it's crazy that it's MAGA, because guess what? If something happened to your child, don't expect no, if you're MAGA and you're doing that, don't expect no grace from me. Don't expect none. Because I don't care nothing about. I don't. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about the baby, but I promise you I don't care shit about it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Because if this was y'all child, if this if this was Nolan, y'all would have been on this motherfucker ready to roast a nigga. You hear me? No, we not doing it. And then let's be clear. Let's go without the color. Who can speak for all Mexicans? Child, I ain't said nothing about the Mexicans. What are you talking about, Vivian? Vivian, you in the wrong chat. I don't know who you talking to. You talk to somebody in the chat. Let's not even talk about color. We're gonna leave the color alone, right? These your friends. Oh, you said not me. Oh, okay, Vivian. Now these are friends. They friends. Y'all supposed to be his friends. Y'all all supposed to be friends, and y'all been knowing each other since y'all been playing football and everything since high school. Y'all been running track and stuff together. Y'all been going to go hook up with girls and shit together and things, right? These are your friends. You done spent this nigga be in your house. He done spent the night in your room. He done slept in your bed, brushed his teeth in your bathroom, shitted in your toilet. You know what I'm saying? Probably wore some of your cologne when he ain't have his. You know what I'm saying? Probably left his dirty cleats at your fucking house. You know what I'm saying? But you mean to tell me y'all ain't fucked up that he gone? Y'all like, oh, well, he just got off of the boat and he just, like, he didn't want to come back with us. That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. Y'all come in. If you guys are coming in, I need you guys to come in, tap the screen. This live is an engagement live, because these are the pictures and the names of the young man that were on the boat that were supposed to be his friends. It's not a lot of people that are on here talking about this, and it's going to be a lot of people that are upset at me for talking about this, guys. So I need y'all help. Okay, I need y'all help by engaging with the live. We almost at 200K taps. It's 405 people up in here. If everybody tap at the same time, we'll get it out. Thank you, Tasha, for sharing the live. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Tasha, for sharing the live, because they don't want nobody to see this, honey. They don't want nobody to see this. They don't want nobody to see that these is Nolan Wellens supposed to be his friends, and he done came up dead unalive, and they are trying to rule this an accident. This is not an accident, sweetie. You don't accidentally just go, you leave your friends on the island. No. And see, they want us to, if you notice, we have been able to push Nolan out. Everybody knows what Nolan Wells looks like, and that's an amazing thing. But nobody really knows who his corporates look like. They don't. They don't know who the guys allegedly he was with. They don't know. They don't know the guys that he was allegedly with. Thank you guys so much. We got one of the goals met. Thank you guys. We got one more goal to meet, y'all. If y'all can help me out with this goal, I really would appreciate it. And so, again, hey, Lele, hey, beautiful. Yes. So we want to point out, you said who had the phone? Yeah, that's him. That's him. I think these was the three that was on the boat. I think he was on there too. They was on there too, but I think he was the one that was, I don't know if he was driving or whatever. Jax had the keys. Okay, Jax had the keys. Okay, yeah. Jax had the keys. My bad. Okay, so Warren had the phone. Jax had the keys. And that's who dad went out. That's who house dad went to, was Jack's house, to get the keys. Okay? Yes. Well, see, that's the thing. You asking us why they didn't check the boat for forensics. Who? You talking about the parents? You talking about the parents? Because the police ain't checking for shit. They don't think they did nothing. Why would they check for forensics? Just like what this man just said, and I'm going to rewind it a little bit because I want y'all to hear what he said. The police got to be able to give the judge any evidence or anything before they can even put out a warrant for forensic evidence and all of that. Whose stepmama is the judge? Who said that's Warren? Warren. That's his stepmama is, I think it's Warren. Yeah. It's his stepmom. It's his stepmom. Jay, thank you so much, babes. Thank you so much. It's Jay. I mean, it's Jay. It's his stepmother. It's not his mom, y'all. Let me clarify that, because that is going out. That is his real mom. It's not his mom. It's his stepmom. But she has been in his life, I think, since he was like 7 years old. So, technically, I get it. I understand. But it's his stepmom. It's not his real mama. And we don't know what real mama is either. So don't nobody ask me. Don't nobody be like, Miss Live, what a real mama is, child? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't even know. We ain't even worried about her. Leave her where she at. Because apparently she ain't have shit to do. The real mama that already spoke. Okay, well she probably is mad that her son that did this shit. If she sound like she in prison. They have a Latino kid involved in it. No, not that I know of. Did you see the black boy that's I did. I was gonna play that's his best friend. That's his mama. The black boy that spoke out. His mama was the one who went and got the phone from yes, his mama, Jayon. I'm gonna play his video after I play this little part right this, okay? Y'all tap the screen. It's 439 people up in here. Y'all, they pissed off. They do not want us to be out. They don't want y'all to know who these babies, who these folks look like. They don't, they're covering up. If you notice when they was on Good Morning America, right? They had their faces covered up when they was on their boat. Did y'all notice that? Y'all notice that? Y'all notice when they talk about this Nolan Wells case, when they talk about the friends, they don't even put the friends' pictures up there. We need to know who these people is. We need to know who these people is. Like, why y'all not? Because if it was black, then our face would be plastered all around this motherfucker. They'll have us on all types of AI shit. Probably a billboard. So please do the same. These are the alleged, and we're going to say alleged. We're going to say alleged because we know they doctor, lawyers, and judges and shit, right? So we're going to say alleged, but these are the people that were with him. These are the people that were, yeah, that's why, yes, We need to start putting their names out there now and their faces, because Nolan is out there. Thank God. Thank God we done got to CBS. Thank God we done got to NBC, TMZ. And that's shout out to the creators that have been on TikTok and y'all. See, what they don't understand is that we are the new information wave. We are the new news. If y'all notice, when something sparks off on TikTok, it goes to the news. It goes national. They be coming over here getting information from us. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, this ain't fake news at all. You want it to be. They got fake news. If that's what you're saying, Frank. They got fake news. See, I'm getting all it from the core. I'm reporting back from what the parents said. And we gonna get justice. Justice will be served. It will be. If, like just what Rabbit said, if the whole town gotta be taken down. If everybody gotta be exposed, because what y'all not finna keep doing is that. See, when y'all kids, when something happens to y'all kids, y'all be ready to blow up the spot. Y'all be ready to, oh my God, stop the world. Y'all be like, world, stop. Y'all be ready to do that. And you shun people, and you guys shouldn't be, and you guys should care about the fact that our children are there, and you don't care. Now, you don't care when we do it. You don't care when our children are doing. You don't care. So don't try to flip it and try to say we're not human. We're not sensible people. No, we are. We're actually are. You're the demon seeds that spawn demon seeds. Hold on. Let me push play.
And then make a decision, get it all to a judge at that point, for a judge to decide whether or not to sign a warrant for the arrest of one or more individuals. It would be very interesting to see what the autopsy shows. There's also the potential for kidnapping. It needs to be looked at whether or not they can get to murder. Was there kidnapping? Was this young man taken somewhere against his will at any point? Was there abuse of a corpse even after he died? So there's a lot of things that need to be looked at from various law enforcement perspectives. Law enforcement has to do their job and get the information to a judge in the right format before a judge can act. Had I still been on the bench, if I wanted to act, I could not act unilaterally. I would have to wait till law enforcement brought me the evidence in the right format before I could sign an arrest warrant, before I could sign a search warrant. And so that's how the process works.
So you hear what he said again. Law enforcement has to do the proper investigation for any judge to be able to put out a warrant, to do any type of thing like that. Means that law enforcement has not done a proper investigation because they have not questioned these young men. They have not been arrested. They have not been detained. They have, because those are all different things. You can be arrested, detained, you can be questioned. All those things are different, right? Right? None of that has happened. They have lawyered up just automatically. So now they can't really talk to him. You see how they did that? You know, it's like they can't really talk to him like that. It's like, that was the craziest thing to me. Not even 12 hours after he was reported missing, damn near the next morning, you guys. So Warren reported him missing at 11, 12 o'clock at the courthouse, right? To the Coast Guard, not the courthouse, to the Coast Guard, right? Right. Okay. That means they lawyered up that morning. So Sunday morning, early one Sunday morning, they lawyered the fuck up. They called that lawyer. You know what happened? They got some coffee. Said, Warren Jackson, what do you guys do? She's like, oh. Mom, Dad, I freaked out, man. I don't know what happened. We were drinking and everything. I just don't know what happened, man. It's like freaking fuck. fuck, man? I didn't know. It was just like we were chilling and everything was good. And then bro man, and then things just got crazy. And I don't know what the fuck happened, man. Yeah, that's what was said. That's what was said. Uh-huh. And then guess what happened? Mom said, okay, Jerry, yeah, we got a situation. Yeah. Warren and his friends, they've gotten in, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if the body is, I don't know what they did. I just need you guys, if you can get Fred and the law enforcement and everything and just tell everybody to be quiet, you know, just get everything taken care of quietly, okay? I just wanted to call you guys because I'm going to be getting lawyered up, okay? I just wanted to call you before this happened, okay? All right, just let me know what's going on. Hey, Paul, we're going to need you. We're going to need you, Paul. We're going to need you. The boys have gotten in some trouble. Can you come over to the house this morning? It's an emergency. Yeah, we're going to need you. I mean, that's just the scenario that's playing in my motherfucking head. Excuse me if I'm wrong. And cut. Yeah. Thank you, sister. Hey, Carmel. Hey, sister. I was in here and look, I was trying to, I had to bring my skills to, because see, that's what I feel like that. I don't know. I may be wrong. I can be wrong. I can be wrong. Hey, sister. But to me, I know I won't Tyler Perry to come and get. I mean, he giving out money and stuff. I need him to give me a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a newscaster, actor, something. Just, I'm here to spread the truth, though. We go. Okay, Kennel. Okay, Kennel. I'm sorry, y'all. Bella did. It is time for me to take her out. So I'm going to play JVion's. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the. Thank y'all for the. Somebody said, and the Oscar goes to. Would say, look, this is when I get my award. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be like, thank you to all of my TikTokers that everybody that was on here. Thank you so much. This is for Nolan and all of the people that were because we all know it's already been justice for Austin. Bye. Get your ass up out of here. We ain't talking about Austin. We're talking about Nolan, okay? We talking about Nolan. And best believe, let's be clear. I need y'all to understand. I don't give a damn if you Puerto Rican or Haitian, white, black. I don't give a damn what color you are. If you do some fucked up shit, I'm going to talk about it. And that's just bottom line. You're going to get exposed because we're not doing it. We're not doing it. That's not what we doing. Right is right and wrong is fucking wrong. And that's what's wrong with some of y'all. Y'all so bent up on color when you need to be looking at somebody's character. The same person that you would sit up and do some fucked up shit because of their color would be the same one that would save your raggedy ass life if we was sitting up in there and we was all in here on fire. But y'all are so ornery and you're so spiteful and mean and think that you so superior. And I hope and pray God don't put you in that situation, because it's crazy how y'all be in a situation to save people's lives and you won't. I heard that police officer talking about telling the other police officer, "Oh, they're blacks. Don't worry about going to the to the rec site. You can take your time." Wow. Wow. But you have black people in uniform that protect and serve, whether you're white, black, or Puerto Rican or Haitian. This is the type of shit that we have to go through. He's being prosecuted for it right now. He's being all of the people he arrested, they all bringing up the new cases, cases back up and everything. Relooking the cases and everything. So again, we'll put it past race. I'm gonna keep putting it past race, because if these are your friends, if these are your friends, if these are your friends, I don't want friends like this, baby. I promise you. I will be a lonely. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm good. I don't need no friends like that, baby. Don't need them nor want them. Because that's crazy as hell. And for them parents to sit up there and not even have any type of remorse or condolence for these parents who have lost their child. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, well, your son made the decision to do what he did. That's your son. That's his fault. Man, that's bullshit. That's bullshit on so many levels. That's bullshit on so many levels.
Seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're
This is his friend.
argument between people, and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument. You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into an altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in the altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So,
well, describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like, the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police said. I know they said.
This is my thing. He said the parents on it. Hold on, bitch. Let me clean the sugar daddy out my ear, because maybe I got sugar daddy in my ear. Parents on the boat. Right, purpose. Parents on the boat. Bitch. What? No, this is his best friend. He's mixed. This is a mix. This is he black. This is this is his best friend, Javon Williams. He just sound white, y'all. He black. He black. But see, this is the thing. I'm listening to the parents on the boat. Why ain't none of these parents been questioned what the fuck? Yes. Yeah, because we don't do, baby, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And some of my black people on here know I ain't lying. Bitch, no, I ain't lying. How many of y'all that got in trouble when you got caught drinking underage? If you was black, put your hand up. Or how many of y'all was at a party and y'all parent was letting y'all drink, like giving y'all the drink to let y'all drink? Like, not like y'all got y'all own separate bars and I don't never remember that shit. We didn't do. We used to get in trouble when we used to sneak beer. we used to be trying to sneak. We used to be trying to sneak like because we wanted to be. We used to be acting like we was drunk. We were drinking water, acting like we was drinking. You know what I'm saying? We never did that. If we was acting like we was drunk, we never did that. And if and I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying all YT people. Listen, Rubio, right? I'm not saying all YT people do that, but it's common in the South. And I'm in the South, friend. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I'm in the South, and it is common to see a 18-year-old that look like this and this and this and this and this. To have a Bud Light in their hand. This Bud's for you. Now, they be looking like they 30. That's why I guess the police don't be saying that. These motherfuckers, they be young. They be young. See, the black ones, the white ones, all hell, they be young. But they be looking like they 30. They be looking like he look like he is a good 20-something years old. Do he not? Do he not? He look like he 20-something. He ain't nothing but 18. Probably just turned 18. Look like he 22, don't he? I'm just saying. And he ain't. So they don't be giving a damn. I'm just saying.
So they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really? Okay. Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir.
That's odd.
I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like I had said my plea, like, because whenever I had talked to the people at Sunherd, it was whenever, the body was discovered, and the autopsy people and all those people were there.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm surprised. Because you knew Nolan well, and you knew that he was friends with these guys who were the last ones to be around him before his body was found. And I would think they would at least want to know, hey, just the things we're asking. Right. Did you ever hear of any of this stuff? It's odd to me. Just to gather information. Yeah, that the cops wouldn't have contacted you. Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Like, that's my boy, and I want him to find justice. Like, that, like, this whole case thing, like, whatever, like, this whole situation, and none of this adds up to me. So, like, it's really hard, like, for, like, people to just, like, keep on saying things when, like, none of it adds up, honestly.
So one of the things that I'm sure, Javon, you've seen has been a big part of this story, people making
Now he might be, but y'all gotta take into account that he is no, he's not it's not one, it's his best friend. It's his best friend, Javion. I think that he's getting harassed. And I think that he can't say, I think anytime that he tries to say anything or anything, I'm thinking he's getting harassed because he don't want to say too much. This is not nobody that's talking that TMZ is then tried to reach out to them. They don't want to talk to nobody. This is Javion. This is his best friend. I just think it's certain things that he can't really, because he knows he in that city. He know that them folks gonna be fucking with him. He is being harassed. And he can't say certain things. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, look, because I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I do have to go. I need a favor, y'all. I just need 2 money guns to complete the goal, and we will be complete on the goal. And if we can try to get up to 300K real quick, it's 372 people in here. I promise if everybody tap at the same time, it'll be real fast, okay? I'm gonna play the video over again, just so, and I'm gonna play the whole 4 minutes through so y'all can hear it without me stopping and cut. Okay, but I need for y'all to please, let's get up to 300K real quick. Okay, we got 300 and some of y'all up in here. If everybody tap, I need all of y'all to tap. And again, if you coming in, these are the young men. Let me take that back. These are the suspects that were with because that's what they should be. They should be suspects that was with Nolan Wells right here at the top, that was on the boat that was supposed to be his friends, and they went missing. A lot of people don't know who they are, what they look like, what their names are. So what we have to do, good afternoon, Ela, good afternoon. What we are doing over here is we're putting names with faces. We want you guys to see who is at this, who's at the hands of this, and who were his friends that left him on this island. Okay? Thank you, that girl. Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you so much. No problem. No problem, annoying. And again, if you guys can help me out, I just need 2 money guns. If one person, or not one person, if 2 people can send, I'm blessed. Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now we just need 1 money gun. But I'm going to push play so you guys can, get that. Pam, thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all to hit the goal. Thank y'all. See how easy that was. Thank you, y'all.
Javon, have you seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're hearing an argument between people, and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument? You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So,
well, describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really? Okay. Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir.
That's odd.
I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like I had said my plea, like, because whenever I had talked to the people at Sunherd, it was whenever the body was discovered, and the autopsy people and all those people were there.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm surprised. Because you knew Nolan well, and you knew that he was friends with these guys who were the last ones to be around him before his body was found. And I would think they would at least want to know, hey, just the things we're asking. Right. Did you ever hear of any of this stuff? It's odd to me. Just to gather information.
Yeah,
that the cops wouldn't have contacted.
Now, this is his best friend. This is his best friend.
I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Like, that's my boy, and I want him to find justice. Like, that.
And he mixed, so.
Whole case thing, like, whatever, like, this whole situation, and none of this adds up to me. So, like, it's really hard, like, for, like, people to just, like, keep on saying things when, like, none of it adds up, honestly.
So, one of the things that I'm sure, Javon, you've seen has been a big part of this story. People making the point that, at least in the photos that we initially saw, that Nolan was the only African American kid who was out there, at least on that boat. Do you think, having been there on the island with this large group of people, that race plays a factor in whatever happened here?
Again, I don't want to answer that question. I wouldn't say, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to answer that question. I mean, obviously, we go to Ocean Springs. We're going to have white friends. So, like, that's... I mean, I guess it's pretty normal down here, but
Yeah, I mean, and I hear you. If that's
Now I know some of y'all saying he lying. He's scared. He didn't. Somebody is coaching him, and you see how he paused when he said that. So you know it's racism. You know it is. You know it is. That's why he's scared to even answer the question. You already know that's uncomfortable for he wasn't even out there. Javion wasn't even out there. It was just him. I don't even think. Well, no, I think he was out there, but he left. He was like on a different boat because of what you said. You know here with the friend or whatever, right? And he mixed. Now listen, that's the thing. Regina, y'all keep saying he guilty. He wasn't out there. He wasn't with them. He didn't get on the boat with them. He was on another boat with somebody else. He wasn't with them. They're just talking to him because this is Nolan's best friend, and they're trying to get some type of they trying to help with the investigation. TMZ trying to find out was these people really cool? Was they cool with each other or was they not? You know what I'm saying? What the police supposed to be doing. No, he wasn't with them. He's just being interviewed because he was his No, he don't sound guilty to me. He sounds scared. And if y'all go, I want y'all to go look at the video, because you can tell when he paused and stuff. You can tell you can tell he been crying because his face is a little puffy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's a teenage boy. He not finna get up on there and but believe me, I know I don't fuck with TMZ like that, but I know that they be trying to get interviews and stuff or whatever. I want y'all to look at the interview and how he was responding, because you can visibly see that he did not want to answer that question, because he know it is.
I guess you're saying that it's normal. It's not out of place to be a black teen in that area and that you have white friends, right? That's not uncommon, is what you're saying.
I'm sure every black person has white friends somewhere, you know. So I wouldn't say that it's a whole race thing, but it's just like, obviously they're going to paint it as that because none of this adds up.
Oh yeah, TMZ messy as hell. TMZ messy as hell. And they gonna have them folks up in Mississippi pissed off at them. Cause see, again, the police didn't question none of them. They didn't question nobody that was out there. And we already know from what Javion said is parents on the boat. Most of the time it's the parents that's driving the boat. So who parent was on the fucking boat? Hey, Mama Bear. Who parent was on the boat when all of this was going on? We said who bought the motherfucking liquor? They not doing the proper investigation, and that's the thing. No judge can come in and say, give me the proper investigation. They can't. They can't do it. That's why we got the police. The police do the investigation. You take it to trial so the judge can decide, or the jury can decide on what to do, and they get punished. That is the chain of command in the judicial system. The police are supposed to be the ones who collect the evidence and the crime and to do all of that, FBI, whatever, officer thing they in, so that they can go and take it to a judge, so a judge can put it in. You know what I'm saying? Give you whatever punishment that you're supposed to get, or find you not guilty. One of the two. And again, it's very, very fishy. I don't care what nobody say. Look, y'all, we almost at 300K, y'all. Y'all. You said someone purchased it and need to look at the camera tape. I ain't no telling. It's a lot more camera. It's a lot more footage somewhere. You said what the boys and the parents are doing is textbook some of guilt. Yeah, it's definitely giving guilt. It's definitely giving guilt. move the case around. And one of my friends just said, "Yay, we got to 300K." My correspondence over here on TikTok, she was just up here, and she predicted that that's probably what they're going to try. That's what the parents are trying to do. Will be trying to do is get it out of because this whole county, that whole state is they're gonna railroad that whole situation. They're gonna railroad it. They're gonna try to make it seem, they're gonna try to sweep this under the rug and say that this is a accident, and it was not a fucking accident. Anybody, any 90-year-old person with fucked up sight can see that this is a railroad. This is my kids are privileged and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I can to keep them out of trouble or out of jail type shit. This is exactly what this is. But justice for Nolan Wells, and this is how we're going to get the justice, okay? By making sure we put a face with the name of the people who were involved, who were his last counterparts. They need to be questioned. If the police don't want to question them, if y'all in the area and some of y'all YT people know what's going, y'all go up to them and question them. So why did y'all leave Nolan? Why did y'all leave Nolan? What happened? You don't remember you was drinking? Oh, okay. Yeah. It needs to be questioned. It needs to be questioned. So, but look, guys, I have been on here for a while. I've been on here for a couple of hours. I think we've been on here for 3 hours today. Ooh, 2 hours exactly. Bam, I gave y'all 2 hours exactly today, okay? Now, I will be back, all right? I will be back because we might get some information, okay? We might get some, and thank y'all again. The 300K. 305K likes. Oh, thank you. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. But I also wanted to bring y'all these pictures and stuff and things, right? I pray the second autopsy does it as well. No problem, Sylvia. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you, Miss Vivian. Thank you, G. I appreciate y'all. Yes, justice for Nolan Wells, guys. And again, as I tell y'all all the time, make sure if y'all see a video with Nolan Wells in it, I don't care what content creator it is, push it out. Make sure you like it. Make sure you repost. Make sure you comment, because we want to flood the feed with Nolan. If you see any videos with these pictures with these guys on them, absolutely flood it, like it, share it, comment it, okay? Repost. That way every other swipe that they swipe on this app is they gonna be seeing. They're gonna have to do something. Do you hear me? They're gonna have to open an investigation. And I can guarantee you, thank you, Miss Harry. Thank you, Miss Harry. I can guarantee you that if that pressure keep coming on their bikes, they gonna open up an investigation. We might get an investigation opened up Monday or Tuesday next week. I'm just telling y'all. Watch and see. Watch and see. Okay? I'm just saying. No, I'm talking about a real one. We ain't talking about the one that they got going on. We talking about a real one. Okay? But I hope y'all be good. Y'all make sure y'all have a great Saturday. Again, I'm about to go take care of some things. I appreciate you guys so much. B-League, guys. We are in the B-League, and I'm just so excited. Thank everybody for that gift on this live. Everybody that tapped the screen. Everybody that came in and shared and reposted the live. Commented. Thank y'all so much. Again, my name is Miss Live 3D. I bring awareness over here. I'm going to give you a laugh, but I'm also going to bring you some truth, okay? And we need to make sure that we say Nolan Wells' name, okay? We waiting on the autopsy. Y'all know soon as I get the autopsy information, I'm going to let y'all know. We going to come on here and we going to do our thing. Jessica, again, MVP of the live. She said that jet, baby. Oh, Thank you, Jessica. Thank you to everybody who was sending the gifts and stuff. And again, y'all, I appreciate you guys so much. And I love y'all. Y'all be good. Be nice to each other out there.